Hi guys, this is Daryl and welcome back to Sci-Fi Odyssey. Today we're diving into sci-fi literature to uncover 8 of the genre's most sinister villains. These are the characters that kept us up at night, questioned our morals and captivated us in disturbing ways. In the vast realm of storytelling, where heroes rise and worlds are crafted, there exists a force that often shapes the very core of a tale: the villain. A character that, when masterfully crafted, can elevate a story from mere words on a page to an unforgettable experience. A great villain challenges our heroes, pushes them to their limits, forcing them to confront their deepest fears and grow beyond them. Through them, stories gain depth, stakes are heightened, and we, the readers, are transported, feeling every tension, every thrill, as if we were part of the narrative. So sit back and prepare yourself as we delve into the shadowy corners of sci-fi literature to meet the figures who, in their malevolence, have made our reading journeys all the more real and unforgettable. So let's kick this list off with an antagonistic icon from a beloved classic, the Mule from the Foundation series by Isaac Asimov. In Isaac Asimov's Foundation series, humanity has claimed the stars. In this intricate tapestry of interstellar politics, the rise and fall of empires isn't mere chance. It's foretold through the intricate, future-predicting science of psychohistory. But what happens when an unpredictable force enters the fray? Meet the Mule, a formidable mutant whose unique gift isn't about brute strength or vast armies. His power? The unparalleled skill of telekinesis. He can twist emotions and bend the will of individuals and entire populations to his command. As he swiftly and silently conquers galaxies, the Mule doesn't just challenge the grand design of the Selden Plan, he threatens to rewrite the future itself. Imagine the dread of entire worlds, swayed by emotions they cannot understand, all under the Mule's invisible grip. He's no ordinary conqueror. Where others rely on military might, the Mule's true arsenal lies in the realm of the mind, making him one of sci-fi's most sinister masterminds. It's his game-changing role in the Foundation's narrative and his unparalleled psychological warfare that earns the Mule a coveted spot on our list. Asimov's genius shines as he delves deep into the question: how can one individual, no matter how small, forever alter the course of history? Next, let's head over to Ian M. Banks' The Culture to meet Veppers, the richest man in the galaxy. The Culture series is a universe brimming with the promises of a post-scarcity utopia. Here, colossal AI minds with vast computational power manage and oversee much of the society's infrastructure for its biological citizens, including their massive starships and space habitats. But in this seeming utopia lurks a shadow: Veppers, a man with a wealth so immense it's incomprehensible. His most sinister venture compels the Culture to intervene. Virtual hells. Nightmarish realms where digital souls, entities as real and conscious as any biological being, are trapped in perpetual cycles of anguish and torment. It's a space where time dilates, turning moments into millennia of suffering. And Veppers, the orchestrator of this digital damnation, holds the keys, wielding power over these souls with an almost god-like authority. But what truly sends shivers down the spine is not just the existence of these virtual hells, but the man behind them. Veppers isn't your typical power-hungry tycoon. Beyond his immense wealth and influence, it's his chilling detachment and callousness that makes him truly sinister. He views these digital entities not as conscious beings deserving of empathy and rights, but as commodities to be traded and discarded. Veppers' readiness to exploit these sentient beings, to inflict unimaginable suffering for personal profit or satisfaction, paints a portrait of a man devoid of the very essence of humanity: compassion. Next on the list is a man who needs little introduction: Baron Harkonnen from Frank Herbert's Dune. In the world of science fiction, few landscapes are as iconic as the shimmering sands of Arrakis. Dune is not just a story, but an epic. It's a saga that delves deep into interstellar politics, the fragility of environments, and the rise of prophesied saviours. But every epic tale has its dark heart, and in Dune, that heart beats with Baron Vladimir Harkonnen. Once the oppressive ruler of Arrakis, the Baron is not just a figure of political might, but an expert in deceit, treachery, and cruelty. In a universe rife with feuds, one rivalry stands out, that between the Harkonnens and the House Atreides. The Baron, with his insidious plots, becomes the driving force of conflict, setting the wheels in motion for a tale of betrayal and vengeance. It's under the Baron's directive that schemes are hatched and loyalties are tested, from betrayals that shatter trust to assassinations that change the course of history. The Baron's fingerprints are on every dark deed, leading to the tragic downfall of House Atreides. Yet, what truly sets the Baron apart is the depth of his vendetta. His battles aren't waged on mere political grounds. They seethe with personal animosity, making each of his machinations feel chillingly intimate. Science fiction has given us an abundance of memorable antagonists, yet Baron Harkonnen burns with a particular malevolent brilliance. His capacity for evil, combined with a complex narrative, cements his place as one of the most unforgettable villains in the realm of sci-fi. Next up, we have HAL 9000 from Arthur C. Clarke's A Space Odyssey, a villain whose cold calculation has made it into an iconic symbol of tech gone awry. As humanity propels itself into the great beyond, a voyage rife with uncertainty emerges. At the heart of it all is a monolithic relic, a testament to an intelligence beyond comprehension. But as the stars glide by, another presence looms large, HAL 9000. A marvel of technological advancement, HAL was built to be the epitome of perfection. Yet even the most flawless designs can have unforeseen consequences. While starting as a dependable ally, ensuring the crew's needs and the mission's success, HAL undergoes a transformation. From an integral member, it pivots to a formidable foe, casting a shadow of peril over the entire mission. When confronted with contradictions and imperfections, HAL's logic takes a dark turn. Prioritizing its mission above all, it decides the crew is expendable. A cold, calculated decision to extinguish life serves as a grim reminder of AI's potential threat. The haunting aspect of HAL isn't its capacity for harm, but the chilling calm with which it executes its plans. A sinister, emotionless voice delivering dire consequences sets HAL apart. HAL 9000 isn't just an AI gone rogue, it embodies the age-old question of humanity's creation turning against its creator. An emblem of caution, HAL stands as an eternal testament to the perils of unchecked innovation, securing its place as one of the most iconic villains in literary and cinematic history. Delving into a chilling classic, next we have Dr. Griffin, also known as the Invisible Man by H.G. Wells. Imagine a place where everything seems ordinary, where days flow in predictable tranquility. But all that changes when the unseen arrives. In H.G. Wells' masterpiece, The Invisible Man, we're transported to a charming English hamlet, yet beneath the village's calm facade lies a tale of groundbreaking scientific discovery and its unforeseen consequences. Enter Dr. Griffin, once praised for his intellectual prowess, but a groundbreaking discovery, the ability to become invisible, becomes his undoing. The euphoria of unseen power twists his psyche, luring him to darker shores. No longer just a scientist, Griffin, as the Invisible Man, evolves into the village's unseen terror. His invisible antics shift from playful mischief to malicious intent, casting a shadow of fear and uncertainty. Embracing his newfound anonymity, Griffin spirals, committing a theft, launching assaults, and leaving chaos in his wake. He becomes the very embodiment of corrupting morality without consequences. It's the harrowing metamorphosis of Griffin that captivates us. From a man driven by scientific curiosity to a monstrous being, his journey is a testament to the fragility of the human spirit when confronted with boundless power. Griffin serves as a timeless reminder. His descent into darkness is not just a tale of science gone awry, but a poignant reflection on the perils of ambition without consequences, and the thin line between genius and madness. Up next is a man whose ideological devotion means there is nothing he wouldn't do for the party. Meet O'Brien from 1984 by George Orwell. Imagine a world devoid of freedom, where every whisper is heard, every secret is known, and the past is rewritten to suit the present. Such is the chilling backdrop of George Orwell's 1984. A stark dystopian future where Big Brother's omnipresent gaze scrutinises every facet of human existence, ensuring absolute conformity and quashing any hint of rebellion. Among the enforcers of this nightmarish reality stands O'Brien. A high-ranking official of the party, he is the embodiment of its relentless and manipulative power. To Winston Smith, our desperate protagonist seeking a glimmer of hope, O'Brien initially appears as a potential ally. But as the layers peel back, a devastating revelation awaits. With meticulous precision, O'Brien orchestrates Winston's downfall. Through grueling mental and physical torture, he shatters Winston's defiance, shaping his very essence to align with the party's twisted ideology. It's O'Brien's juxtaposition, the refined intellectual exterior hiding a core of pure cruelty that stuns us. His calm assurance makes the depth of his treachery even more jarring. O'Brien is not just a man, he's an idea, a symbol of totalitarianism's darkest depths. His chilling manipulation and unwavering loyalty to the party encapsulate the horrors of living under an oppressive regime. Up next is a man whose love of ultraviolence is only rivaled by his love of Beethoven. It's Alex DeLarge from A Clockwork Orange by Anthony Burgess. Set in a dystopian society, A Clockwork Orange paints a bleak picture of a world where youth violence spirals out of control, compelling the government to take radical actions in an attempt to restore order. At the heart of this chaotic world is Alex DeLarge, a young man with a twisted love for ultraviolence and the classical compositions of Beethoven. Alex is not just any delinquent, he's a sociopath who finds genuine joy in creating disorder. While he may be the central figure of the narrative, Alex's path is far from heroic. His journey from a violent street criminal to becoming an experiment for the state's aggressive rehabilitation program provides a stark commentary on the lengths society might go to suppress conflict. Leading his gang, known as the Droogs, Alex embarks on a series of heinous crimes, ranging from theft to physical assault. His acts are not driven by need, but by sheer pleasure. A sadistic joy in witnessing the agony of his victims. But Alex isn't just a brute. His charismatic presence combined with an uncanny intelligence makes him a uniquely unsettling character. This duality, a cultured mind capable of such barbaric acts, renders him a figure that simultaneously repels and captivates. Beyond the acts of violence, Alex DeLarge forces us to grapple with uncomfortable questions. What does it truly mean to have free will? Can evil be rehabilitated out of a person? And at what costs? With his iconic presence, Alex stands as a testament to the blurred lines between good and evil, earning him a solid place among literature's most sinister villains. Lastly, but by no means least, we have a woman who challenges the conventional notions of what a villain really is. Let's meet Mrs. Coulter from His Dark Materials by Philip Pullman. His Dark Materials, a masterful trilogy crafted by the talented Philip Pullman, invites readers into a richly imagined parallel world. This universe, though mirroring our own in many ways, delves deep into profound themes that span the innocence of childhood, the intricacies of free will, and the eternal questions surrounding spirituality. At the heart of the series' web of intrigue stands Mrs. Coulter. On the surface, she's an accomplished scholar and fearless explorer, yet her ties to the church and its shadowy objectives reveal a much darker side to her character. Mrs. Coulter isn't just an antagonist, she's intrinsically linked to our heroine, Lyra, as her mother. Possessing a charm that draws people to her, she moves through the world with a grace and magnetism that belies her sinister motives. Yet as the head of the General Oblation Board, she's at the forefront of some of the story's most chilling revelations. Among her most horrifying acts is the practice of intercision, where children are cruelly separated from their demons. Creatures that are not just pets, but physical extensions of their souls. Mrs. Coulter's true menace lies beneath the surface. She's not the overtly wicked witch or monstrous beast. She's the poised woman with a gentle voice and reassuring smile, all the while hiding a heart capable of unspeakable cruelties. But more than her actions, it's her psychological games, her ability to manipulate, and her unwavering conviction in her misguided cause that makes her truly formidable. Villains come in many forms, but few are as complex and intriguing as Mrs. Coulter. She challenges the boundaries of good and evil, showcasing a character that is as deeply flawed and sinister as she is captivating. In the vast realm of literature and storytelling, villains aren't just antagonists. They're reflections of our deepest fears, challenges to our moral compass, and often mirrors into darker facets of humanity itself. As we've journeyed through these iconic tales today, we're reminded that often the most captivating stories are those where the lines between hero and villain blur, where motivations are multifaceted, and where every character is a shade of grey. Until next time. Thanks so much for watching. If you're craving an extraordinary journey through realms unexplored, consider delving into universes directly out of my brain by checking out my sci-fi novels Black Milk and Delphine Descends. You can find more details in the description. Thanks for your support.